In this video, let's talk about still connectors, and especially this one coming up. Have you ever connected your device to the sound system, to the mixer, and then realized na wala yung bass, or worse, wala yung vocal? Usually, ito pa yung nagiging problema or away between the production and the sound system, or the PA of the singer and the sound system, you know. And it stems from a connector such as this, you know, a stereo baby PL to an XLR. Or worse, would be a baby PL to a big stereo PL. You know, a lot of the guys in the rental circuit and some installs have used this, and I've seen it. And unless you do it right, it's usually wrong. So let's dig right into it, and I'll show you what I mean. So usually this is the right practice. We covered this dun sa huling video natin, diba? Right practice would be baby PL split to a stereo PL connector, diba? Two stereo connectors, left, right. No? Now we're just using this. Ito, like for us, we did this, and walang unbalanced PL na available, so we just shorted that. So that's an unbalanced PL, left, right. So usually when we play music through this, you will see, let's take Fever. Yeah, marinig mo yung low end nung upright bass. And there's the vocals, you know, very clean, very proper. Now that's pretty much the right way of doing it, you know, like a rightly made connector, to the right PL. That's it. So, and now we go to the problem, the scenario. Let's try first the PL, the usual. No, marami yan gamit. Yung galing sa headphones na nasira, pinutol, ginawang big stereo PL. We'll connect that there. Play this. We'll play the same track, and you realize, but hi-hat lang yung lumalabas, diba? And then yung vocals niya parang nasa balon siya, diba? It's like, kaya nga na iba, lumulutang yung tunog. Hindi na maintindihan, diba? Then another would be the most common, XLR, kabit dyan. Okay, same track. Same thing. Nawala na yung upright bass na sound, puro hi-hat lang yung tumutunog. And the vocals again, parang ganun yan, nasa balon siya. Okay. So, let's dig in and I'll explain to you what's happening. So, again, we go back to the properly made connector, shall we say. So, the properly made connector, so, diba, left, right, negative. And the way it's wired, it goes to the left positive, right positive, and then yung sleeve goes to the sleeve of the connectors. So that's the way to do it. Left, right, stereo. You bring the signal to the mixer in stereo. Alright, so kaya maayos yung tunog natin nun. And now we come to here, yung PL. So what's happening? So between the PL and the XLR, I'll start with the PL. What's happening? So on the device side, nandun tayo, left, right, negative, common negative. And on the, okay yun, tama yun. Because sa device, it's bringing out the signal. So yung signal na binibigay niya, tama. Left, right, left positive, right positive, and negative. Pero you have to understand, ito na yun, how this relates to the mono input connector. diba? In the mono input line input connector, ang pinning doon comes out as positive, negative, and ground. Yun na yun sa mixer. So meaning, pag sinaksak mo to sa PL, doon sa input ng mixer, ang nangyayari sa'yo, yung left positive mo, at saka, which is fine, but yung right positive mo actually goes into the negative signal connection of the PL input. And then of course ground, no? But the issue there is yung right positive mo pumupunta sa negative. Pumupunta sa negative pole ng input connector, which means you've got one signal, yung left, no, in phase, and then pinasok mo yung right signal dun sa negative, which is out of phase. Therefore, yung pag nagka-cancel out yan, anything that's common to both, any information, any signal, any information that's common to both left and right, yun yung nagka-cancel out. And matitira na lang ang hindi. So let's say with hi-hats, sometimes the hi-hats, it's panned to the, more to one side, and some vocals are panned here and there, or so forth. Depende na sa recording yon. But the fact remains, any common information between left and right will cancel out. And kung ano na lang yung hindi mag-cancel out, yun na lang yung lalabas doon sa mixer mo. With the XLR, similar thing is happening. So you've got left positive, right positive, and negative, but yung mic input mo, how it relates to the connector, dun sa pin 3 mo, okay, ground yon. Pero sa pin 1 mo, left is coming in. Sa pin 2 mo, right is coming in. Again, put it in the connector, left and right, inverted yung isang signal, it will cancel out. So that's why numinipis yung tunog natin pag when you use this type of a connector. That's why this is probably the most destructive types of connectors in our work. I know in the other videos I talked about good practice, bad practice. These are just totally wrong, so I hope I got that clear. So I hope I helped out a lot of guys clearing that issue up, and we move towards better sounding systems. We work towards better, making better connectors, and I hope na yun nga, I get to make people understand what's happening dun sa situation na yun. I mean, don't worry. Nung 80s pa nangyayari to. So, when we had connectors also na mali pagkagawa, out of phase, we learn. And that's the important thing. So whereas this would be good practice, the best practice would, just for you guys, the best practice to use a real DI for devices, just like this one. So may baby PL siya dyan. From the device, baby PL goes out to balanced outs into the mixer. You go into the mic input, high headroom, high dynamic range, better control, safer, isolated. Thank you.